Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 55 of the Toronto Thunderbirds franchise here on Madden NFL 22, and today your 12-4 Toronto Thunderbirds travel to the Tennessee Titans to play, who are 6-10 in a snow fest here in Tennessee. Thank you guys so much for being patient. Sorry there hasn't been as many football videos going, but the wrestling and baseball season starting up, I did want to finish this series, so we're going to continue through this year as we get ready for Week 18 action. Kickoff underway. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content, as it'll be the Titans who start off with the football at their own 25-yard line. And here comes Ryan Tannehill. So far this season, he's had 3,300 yards, 19 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Not a spectacular stat line at all. Yes, they do rely on Derrick Henry, but you'd like to see more out of the quarterback position, especially this has been a very underperforming Titans squad. 6-10, not going to make the playoffs. They start off with a pass play from Tannehill. Now they're going to go to Derrick Henry, arguably the best running back in the NFL, maybe behind yours truly, Antonio Gibson. He picks up a first down, so they go right back to him on the first down from the 37 run. He gets 5 more. Just such a hard guy to bring down on first contact. But they stick with him here on 2nd and 5, and he's brought down by Jamin Davis and company. And this play's not even going to count. Illegal block in the back against the offense, specifically A.J. Brown. So now the Titans backed up 2nd and 15. Give it back to Henry, and he is met by Trey Herndon and company. Now 3rd and 14, forcing Tannehill to pass for it. He has a man wide open on the right side, but he can't stay in bounds. Trey Burton steps out, and that'll be a punt to Toronto, as here comes Ryan Fitzpatrick in this offense. 3,600 yards, 24 touchdowns to 17 interceptions. It's been a very up and down year for Fitzpatrick, but we've made the playoffs, still fighting for seeding, as a win here today guarantees the Thunderbirds the #1 seed in the NFC. They start off in the air as a quick pass left side. That's Samuel, going to get 14 and move the chains. Now they go to the ground game. Gibson, who is your all-time leader in rushing yards in a season with still a game to play, he gains a few. Now 3rd and 5. Fitzpatrick rolls to his right, being chased. He's going to fire, and he's going to miss his target. So both teams punt on their opening possession. Back to the Titans now. 2nd and 10. Here's a quick hitter to A.J. Brown that gets 2. And on 3rd and 8, the Titans, they're going to go empty. Tannehill in the pocket, fires across the middle. He's picked off. It's Cole Holcomb with the interception. He's going to cut it left side. He might have an angle, and yes, he's going to take it for a pick 6. Cole Holcomb to the house with the first score of the day. And the Toronto Thunderbirds take a 7-0 lead, as now the Titans are tasked with trying it again. 2nd and 9, Tannehill back to the air. Pocket is collapsing around him, and it's Chase Young around the edge who gets to Tannehill. Backs them up now. 3rd and 18. Tannehill back to throw again. Another 4-man rush. He's just going to chuck it deep right side, and this one is incomplete. Fuller bats it away from Brown, and it's another Titans punt. As this one not going to go very far. It is a windy day with the snow falling, and the Thunderbirds will start at their own 49-yard line. They stick it with Gibson on the ground in the first play. He's going to gain about 4. Now 2nd and 6, still in the gun. It's a draw play to Gibson. He's got a little bit more space left side, but it doesn't look like this one is going to count despite it being a phenomenal run, as there is going to be a flag against the offense, specifically illegal block in the back, and they're going to call it against Terry McLaurin, who was on that side and probably sprung Gibson free. So now back to the 40. It's still a first down play, though, as Fitzpatrick misses a target right side that was intended for De'Ami Brown. Now 2nd and 10. Draw play again to Gibson. Is going to get about 3. That's going to set up 3rd and 6. Fitzpatrick to throw. Steps left side. He has Samuel for a first down, moving the chains one-on-one against Jayon Brown. That's not a good matchup if you're the Titans. 1st and 10 from the 24. Handoff Gibson. He's going to run into Shy Tuttle and company, and actually puts the ball on the ground, but they're actually going to come back and say this one was blown dead. So no fumble. Toronto keeps the football, but now it's 3rd and 8. Fitzpatrick trying to set up a screen for Gibson. He's not going to be able to get to the marker. Jayon Brown stops him shy, but Thunderbirds do add 3. They now take a 10-0 lead. So Titans back with the football. They're going to start off with Henry, who hasn't had a productive day so far. Now 2nd and 8, back to Henry as he's going to run left side, and there's good run defense. Cameron Curl and Trey Herndon bring him down. And now 3rd and 3, Titans going to throw for it. Tannehill with a bomb off his back foot, and it's going to be broken up. Looking for Brown again. Fuller with great coverage. And that's the end of the first quarter. Thunderbirds hold a 10-0 lead. And they start the second quarter with the football at their own 24-yard line. 3rd and 1. And Gibson will move the sticks. Now 6 for 22 on the day. Now new set of downs from their own 34-yard line. They're going to keep it on the ground with Gibson, who's going to get 2 before running into Andrew Booth. 2nd and 7. Quick pass right side. That's the tight end Logan Thomas. That's going to gain a first down out to the 45-yard line. And this drive continues. Now they go empty. Quick pass across the middle. Brown holds on through contact. So that's a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 now, down to the ground game again. Gibson swung down by Jeffrey Simmons, the superstar defensive end. And now 3rd and 2, still on the ground. They trust Gibson. He's going to pick it up. Another first down for Toronto as they enter Titans territory. And they stick with the ground game. Gibson bounces it outside. Not a lot of room out there as he's tracked down, but does gain 4 out of it. 2nd and 6. Now Fitzpatrick will throw for it. It's a quick hitter, and that pass is broken up. Nice defense by Brown again. And now 3rd and 6. Fitzpatrick to throw. Has Thomas across the middle, and he's going to pick up 14 quick ones. And this drive continues. Still the first drive of the second quarter. It's now a 1st and 10 draw play that is sniffed out by Tennessee. 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick, quick pass left side to McLaurin, and McLaurin's going to fight to the sticks. And they're going to give him a first down. So now out to the 14. Fitzpatrick hit as he throws on 1st and 10. That one's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Titans back out of pressure. Fitzpatrick checks it down right side. That's De'Ami Brown. He's going to pick up 5 and make it a shorter 3rd and 5. Big 3rd down play. Fitzpatrick in the pocket. Has time. Fires. And he has De'Ami Brown, who's not going to pick up the first down, though. So Tennessee stops the drive to 3. But Toronto extends their lead. Actually, they're going to go for it. Sorry, I misspoke. 4th and 1. This is a big play for Toronto. And they're not even going to get the playoffs. It looks like maybe trying to fool Tennessee. And now they will kick 3 thanks to the delay of game call. So now it's 13-0 for the Thunderbirds. Titans still trying to get on the scoreboard here as they start from their own 20. Tannehill does find a wide open Julio Jones, who gets it out to the 15. And Chase Young actually hurt on the play. That could be a big injury for the Thunderbirds. It's 3rd and 5 now. Tannehill in the pocket, needs a first down. He's going to check it down. He's not going to get it, so that's another punt attempt for the Titans. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Thunderbirds with the football at the 35 of Tennessee. They're driving again. 1st and 10, quick pass to Thomas. That's going to be 3 quick ones. They get back to the line now, a minute and a half to go. Taking a little bit of time to snap the football. 2nd and 6, Fitzpatrick is hit from behind. He fumbles the football, puts it on the ground. Bud Dupree recovers it, and Fitzpatrick actually stays on the ground on that play. We'll have to check more on that in a little bit, but now Tennessee with another chance to score. Misfire from Tannehill's not going to help. Now 2nd and 10. Tannehill in the pocket. It's collapsing. Gets hit as he throws, and this one's just going to fall between everybody. And now 3rd and 10. Tannehill looking to throw for it right side, and he's not going to have a completion to Brown. Broken up once more by Fuller. And that's actually how the first half is going to end. Great defense by the Thunderbirds. They hold a 13-0 lead. We'll have to see if they can secure the 1 seed when we come back from the half. So crunch time around the NFL Week 18 action to see who finally makes the playoffs and who does not. We're going to start off in Philly where the Bears win 27-24. Bears need a Packers loss and a Thunderbirds loss in order to get that 1 seed. So they accomplished their part. We'll just have to see if we and the Packers lose. Second game is out in Houston. The Texans hosting the Jets, and this one is 21-5 for the Texans. Jets currently the 1 seed, or the favorites in the AFC East, and it's not guaranteed, so Houston looking to play spoiler. Finally, up in Seattle, the Seahawks hosting the New Orleans Saints, where the Saints are up 17-14. 2 teams that had good aspirations going into this year who both underperformed. But it looks like the Saints are up by 3 at the half. As Pete Carmichael, the coach for the Seahawks, is actually the former coordinator for the Saints. Back to our action here. We're going to start the second half, and you can see a new quarterback for the Thunderbirds. That is Kyle Allen underneath center. Fitzpatrick will not return to this ball game with an injury he suffered on that sack fumbles. That could be big here for the Thunderbirds. You have to think they might rely more on the ground game as Gibson's going to get his carries. It's 1st and 10, though, This one's actually going to be coming backwards. Another illegal block in the back against the offense, this time specifically on Terry McLaurin again. So that makes it 1st and 17. Kyle Allen back to throw. Here's a quick one to Brown. And that's going to gain 9 back and make it 2nd and 8. Now they come out in an I formation, give to the deep back Gibson, who's going to have some space right side before being tossed backwards by Bud Dupree. Now 3rd and 4. Allen going to throw for it. 4-man rush, quick left side. This one to McLaurin. Nice pass away from the defender. McLaurin hauls that in, and now it moves us to the 41 of Tennessee. 1st and 10, draw to Gibson. He's going to be brought down. Nice pursuit by Rashaan Evans. But the play's not even going to count anyways. There's another illegal block in the back downfield, and once more, Terry McLaurin's the culprit. Keep your hands in, man. So now 1st and 18, that's not going to stop the Toronto Thunderbirds from sticking it to the ground as this one's snuffed out by Brown. But again, illegal block in the back against the offense. I didn't know that was the most called penalty in football. This time, though, it's Curtis Samuel. So now a 1st and 27. Here's a quick dump off to Gibson, just trying to get something in the positive department. 2nd and 22 now. To the ground game, it's McKissick who gets a carry. He's actually going to have some space. But once more, this one is not going to count a penalty illegal block in the back against the offense. This is getting ridiculous. And it's Terry McLaurin again. If he wasn't a superstar wide receiver, I'd have a lot of problems with this. 2nd and 28, Allen is going down. Jeffrey Simmons around the edge just beat the right tackle with ease. And now it's 3rd and 36. What does Toronto have in store? They're just going to set up a quick screen for Gibson, try to get some of that yardage back, and they do pick up 15. But you only didn't even get halfway to the marker. So Toronto will punt this one back. Tressway is the punter, and he's going to kick a nice one. They're going to let this bounce, and it's going to roll down at about the 4. So a beautiful punt by Tressway backs Tennessee up, as they're going to have to go 96 yards if they want their first touchdown. They're going to start off with a run from Henry, who's going to gain 3 before being met by Collins and the rest of this defense. Now 2nd and 7. Tannehill will throw it. It's a check over to Henry, who is brought down the open field by Herndon. Great tackling by the slot corner. And now it's 3rd and 7 for Tennessee. Tannehill going to step up in the pocket, just throws it out of bounds. And a nice punt forced by Toronto, as they're going to get this one with pretty good field position, as Gibson feels this at his own 41, breaks a tackle. He's going to cut it out left side. He's dangerous in the open field, spins off another one, and gets brought down at the 46. So all that for about a 13-yard return. So Toronto back with the football. Here's Simmons coming off of the edge. Almost a great pass, though, but he probably felt Simmons coming. 2nd and 10, handoff to Gibson. Back to the ground game they go. He's going to pick up 9 before being speared down by the strong safety, Amani Hooker. Now 3rd and 1. Allen back to pass. This one is a tough one that's going to be broken up. Probably a dangerous throw. But Toronto's going to go for it. They're not afraid to go for it on 4th and 1. And Allen is going to be brought down. Thought he had the first down with his legs, but Bud Dupree said otherwise. And now the Titans will start off with the football at their own 38-yard line thanks to their defense, as Henry nowhere to go. Great run defense by this Toronto Thunderbirds team. That's why they're one of the best in the league at it. 2nd and 8, back to Henry. He's going to be brought down. Daron Payne blows up that play. And now it's 3rd and 9 for the Titans. Tannehill to throw. Pocket collapsing. He has a man open, though. It's going to be a first down for A.J. Brown as he gets it to midfield, and he keeps the drive alive. 4:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. Titans still looking for their first points of the day. So that one's going to hit off the backside of Henry. Wasn't expecting the football. 2nd and 10. Now they give it to Henry on the ground, who's going to pick up 4, but 12 for 26. Not a good day for the King. 3rd and 6. Tannehill to throw. Pocket is collapsing around him. He's actually going to fumble the football. Hit down by Sweat. Ioannidis recovers. And just like that, the Thunderbirds have the football back. And they're in plus territory to start. 2nd and 10, though. A draw to Gibson is not going to work out, as that one is brought down in the backfield. And now 3rd and 12. Allen going to throw for it. Fires across the middle. That one should have been intercepted. He's lucky that one was just batted down. But Jayon Brown has been making plays all over the field. So back to the Titans. Still 13-0 ball game. Is on 1st and long. They don't get anything. Now 3rd and 6. The Titans are struggling to put together drives. This one is going out of bounds. So once more, the Toronto Thunderbirds cause a punt, and that's actually going to take us to the fourth quarter, where Toronto is going to start off at midfield, and it looks like they're going to go backwards again. You guessed it, illegal block in the back against the offense, and you guessed it, is Terry McLaurin, probably his fourth block in the back just today. 1st and 18, quick hitter though to Terry, so he makes up for his blunder as he gets the yardage back. But now 3rd and 5 for the Thunderbirds. Allen outside, that's McLaurin again, picks up the first down, so deadly on those curl routes. And now the Thunderbirds back in business. 1st and 10 from the 33, Allen checks it down short, that's De'Ami Brown, it's a quick gain of 5. Makes it now 2nd and 5. Another quick curl route to McLaurin. He beats his man again. And that's another chain mover. So now to the 22. They go back to the ground. Gibson, number 24, is going to pick up 6. He's got 20 for 91. 2nd and 3 as they swing pass to Gibson. It's actually going to be counted as a running play since it went backwards. And he's going to get to the 13. Now 3rd and 1. They're actually going to trust Allen with his arm, and he does connect to Thomas, who's going to get down to the 1-yard line. Thunderbirds sniffing the goal line again. And on 1st and goal, they go empty. Quick pass left side. That's a touchdown for Curtis Samuel. Thunderbirds put 7 more up, and they take a 20-0 lead, starting to pull away from the Titans in this one, who have yet to get a point. It's actually 19-0. Excuse me, I misspoke, as there's a nice pass, a 30-yard connection outside. The first deep ball that Tannehill's connected on. Now to the 17. Tannehill across the middle. That's to the tight end Trey Burton, who didn't play at all last year. 2nd and 5. They go back to Burton, and Burton's going to be inside the 5 with a first down at the 3-yard line. And Matthew Ioannidis is hurt on the play. That could be another big injury to this Toronto defensive line. 1st and goal. Tannehill keeps it right side. Fooled everybody, and the Titans have their first touchdown of the day, thanks to the legs of Tannehill. They're still down 19-7. There's only 3.5 to go in this one. So the Titans need a stop. As look at some favors here is now Mitchell Schwartz has to come out of the game with an injury. 2nd and 12 now. Handoff to Gibson up the middle. He's going to be brought down by Jeffrey Simmons. And now Simmons is hurt on the play. So a lot of injuries starting to pile up in this one. 3rd and 7, quick slant to Samuel. He's going to have the first down. That's a big connection. That's going to keep the clock moving and actually take us to the 2-minute warning, where the Thunderbirds hold a 19-7 lead. It is 3rd and 9. Tennessee needs a stop, and they're not going to get it. There's a connection outside to McLaurin down to the 13-yard line. Kyle Allen coming in relief, looking pretty solid. And now Toronto looks to run this clock out, force Tennessee to call their timeouts. That's timeout number 1. Number 2 is going to be a handoff to Gibson, who picks up 5, and that's going to make it 3rd and 4. They're going to go with the jet sweep to Brown. That does not fool the defense, as that'll force another timeout and make it 4th and 4, where Toronto will put up 3. But no, they actually fake it. They try the field goal fake, trying to end it here. It does not fool Tennessee, but they're backed up in their own 6 with only a minute and a half to go. 1st and 10, it's going to be incomplete. Could not find his man Burton. Now 2nd and 10, Tannehill to throw again. He's going to be hit, and this one's going to be incomplete as well. Tried to find A.J. Brown downfield. He's been blanketed all day. Now quickly, it's turned into a 3rd and 10. Tannehill once more on his own goal line. He's going to take a deep shot left side. He's going to airmail everybody. And the game relies on this one. 4th and 10. Tannehill to throw. Right side has a man, and it's going to be tipped and almost caught on the deflection, but it's incomplete, and that is how this game will end. Tennessee drops to 6-11 on the season. Final score 19-7. The Thunderbirds go 13-4, and they get the 1 seed in the NFC. The NFC will run through Canada this year for the first time ever, as the Toronto Thunderbirds, in their first year in their new home, have secured the top seed in the National Football Conference. Good win for the Thunderbirds. It wasn't pretty. It was a snow day. Offense wasn't firing on all cylinders. But we do have one injury, and it is Matthew Ioannidis tore his labrum. That's a big one. But Fitzpatrick and Chase Young will be okay. But we got to replace Matthew Ioannidis, arguably our best pass rusher. And our highest left end on the team is James Smith-Williams. So we're actually going to go out and get some depth. We're going to sign Jonah Williams off of the Rams practice squad, who has some familiarity in Raheem Morris' system in his time in LA. But we'll have to see how we can interact or counteract that one, as here is the Week 18 scores around the league. Highlight some of the big ones. The Steelers beat the Bengals 28-16. That's actually a big loss for the Bengals. The Bengals were projected to be your 1 seed in the AFC, but this loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers could hurt things. Steelers will not make the playoffs, but they do potentially play spoiler. Second game, the Chiefs beat the Cardinals 38-35, two top teams in their respective divisions. And the Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champions, this win actually guarantees them the 1 seed. So the Chiefs on the very last week come in and steal the top spot away from Cincinnati in the AFC. So once again, the AFC will run through Kansas City. The Jets do come back and beat the Texans 22-21. So the Jets do end up winning the AFC East, but they did not make it look pretty. The AFC East was kind of a down year this year in the NFL, while the Houston Texans, probably the most overachieving team from just a year ago, did not look good this year. Tua Tagovailoa's first year in Houston did not get off to a good start. The next game, we'll take a look at the Packers beat the Rams 14-7. So the Packers do get the 2 seed, which means the Bears are going to be the highest rated wildcard team. And a loss here for the Rams, that hurts their chances at making the playoffs. But the Packers, they also started this year off very slow. There was rumors of LaFleur getting fired, and they turn around and get the 2 seed in the NFC. And then the Giants beat the Cowboys 26-21, a bad loss for Dallas. 3 interceptions for Prescott in this one. Dallas looked like a team to beat in the NFC, and while they're going to make the playoffs, they have not looked good down the stretch, so they really got to turn it around if they want to make a run at the Super Bowl for the first time in forever. Here are your players of the week. Willis gets it for the Saints in his win against Seattle, while Eric Wilson of the Eagles had 2 picks. And Nwosu of the Chargers also had 2 picks and 2 sacks. And then Mac Jones, last year's Rookie of the Year, had a good last week. So that's going to take us to the playoffs, and here is a look at the bracket. We are the 1 seed in the NFC, the Packers the 2, the Cardinals the 3. The Panthers do end up winning the NFC South, while it's Bears, Cowboys, and the Lions who sneak in as the final wildcard spot to beat out the Rams. And the AFC side of things is going to be Chiefs, and then the Bengals are the 2, the Jaguars the 3, the Jets the 4, Browns are your 5, the Broncos are your 6, thanks to Spencer Rattler and Brian Callahan out there, and the Ravens do squeak in as the final spot. So, next episode, we will actually preview the playoffs. So before we jump into our first matchup, we're going to kind of do a little bit of playoff predictions, maybe highlight the teams that have made it so you get to know who is going to be in the Final Four team before the Super Bowl and the playoffs begin. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you guys so much for watching and being patient for another episode of football. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.